to Deliciously with Ara. Ngayon gagawa tayo ng simplified version of japchae. So japchae is a very popular Korean noodle dish that we normally eat during birthdays and stuff on. And we also have here the traditional version, which we have posted previously. But this is gonna be like the one-pot cooking, which is a simplified version. Very easy to make. And before we start off, we have to actually prepare our noodles, the vermicelli noodles or the tangmyeon, which is made out of the sweet potato starch. And I already had it soaked in the water. Preferably soak it around 20 minutes because if not, when we boil it, mas matagal siya magluto. So it's better to save up our time to while we're preparing the ingredients to soak it in the water. And you can actually buy groceries like this, the Korean tangmyeon or the vermicelli noodles. And I also have here some mushrooms, the shiitake and the black mushrooms, which I got it dried, so I had it soaked in water as well. But if you have an access to fresh mushrooms, a lot more better. And any sorts of mushrooms you can always add. So while I'm waiting for my vermicelli noodle to medyo soften up, I'm gonna start boiling the water kasi may oras pa naman. And while we're waiting for the noodles, I'm gonna cut off my ingredients. So first of all, we're gonna cut off around 200 grams of pork steak. We're gonna cut it in thin strips. So I have here my pork strips ready. And before I cut off the others, I'm gonna marinate this first with my toyo and my garlic. So I'm gonna marinate first with a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of toyo, and a pinch of pepper, and haluin lang natin siya. And then hiwain natin yung ating mga vegetables. So I have here 1 white onions. Let's cut it na pa strips. And my carrots. So, syempre, because my japchae is parang noodles siya na mahaba, pahaba na lahat ng hiwa ng ating mga ingredients. So, now for my mushroom, dahil kinuha ko na is already parang sliced na mushroom, I'm gonna leave it. But if you have to slice accordingly to the sizes you want, you can do so. And now here's my black mushrooms na binabad ko siya sa water for like 10 minutes. Now, we have to cut them also in thin strips. So now my water is boiling. Pinapakuluan ko siya ng 1 pot of water for my 250 grams of vermicelli noodles. And on this water, mag-a-add tayo ng konting toyo. Siguro around 3 tablespoons. So it will help boost up the flavor, also as well the color for my japchae noodles. And now, here is my binabad ko na japchae noodles. And as you can see, medyo nag-soften siya ng konti. We're gonna put it now in the hot water. So I've been boiling it for like around 5 minutes. And you have to always taste it to see whether it's fully cooked. If nababad niyo siya na matagal, it would take around 5 minutes. But if you're gonna cook the dried one, the actual one, it would take around 10 to 15 minutes. So it's a lot easier to use the babad na noodles. And try to taste it and see if it's very chewy already. Pag malambot na, we're gonna turn off the fire and put it in a cold water for it to be rinsed. So after giving it like a cold bath and rinsing it, I'm gonna strain it on my strainer. So now my noodles is being strained. We're now gonna stir fry all the ingredients na kinat natin siya kanina. So we're gonna actually start off with the hardest na maluto, which is gonna be our carne. And then probably we're gonna go succeeding accordingly, yung pinakamatigas to the softest. So we're gonna go next is the carrots and accordingly. So we're gonna first luto our pork. I'm gonna be needing around 4 tablespoons of cooking oil on my wok. Now we have to stir fry ito, hindi siya didikit-dikit sa isa't isa. So we always have to not forget not to loosen up our carne kasi because of the protein contents of it, baka mamaya didikit-dikit siya. And although na-season natin siya kanina with a little bit of soy sauce, we're gonna add a little bit of salt just for an added flavor. So around 2 pinches of my salt. So as you can see, medyo na golden brown na yung ating pork. We're gonna now add in our carrots. And probably our mushrooms as well. And every time mag-a-add tayo ng ating ingredients, we always have to season it konti by konti just to give the layer of the ingredients ng flavor. Just around 3 to 4 pinches of my salt. And probably I'm gonna add in na rin my onions. And with onions, I always add pepper because pepper, di ba, nagbo-boost up siya ng flavor. So just like a pinch of konting pepper lang. And actually, in this ingredient, as long as the pork is cooked, medyo okay na lahat ng ating mga ingredients because anyway, vegetables, diba, it's also good to be eaten like half-cooked. So it's really upon you about the texture of the vegetables na gusto ninyo. And then when you see na medyo nag-half-cooked na yung ating mga onions, we're gonna add in now all the other ingredients like our leeks and our kangkong or spinach. So here I have like a handful of my kangkong leaves. So we can actually also use kangkong leaves, or if you have spinach, it's also a good alternative to use. You know, in Japchae, we need to have the assortment of all the different colors. So whatever green, orange, and red that you can add, you can always freely adjust your vegetables accordingly. Haluin natin siya ng mabuti. So once you see na medyo nag-settle down yung kangkong natin or yung mga leaves, we're gonna turn off the fire out right away. Dahil yung mga leaves, di ba, mahina siya sa fire? And I think the heat itself from the other ingredients, it can already fully cook our vegetables. So we're gonna now set this aside para medyo lumamig siya ng konti. So now, I have here my stir-fried vegetables na medyo pinahangin ko siya konti because we have to stir-fry, we have to mix them all together with my hands. And of course, kung masyadong mainit, it's very hard to do it. Now, for my noodles, dahil medyo mahaba yung ating noodles, I'm gonna cut it in a half. I'm gonna give some cut, just like konti lang. Just like 1 cut lang siguro. And we're gonna put this on my plate. So the ratio of our flavorings is gonna be 4 of my toyo, 4 of my sesame oil, and 2 of my sugar. So just adjust accordingly. So 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna need around 2 tablespoons of my sugar. And 4 tablespoons of my sesame oil. It's always good to use a Korean sesame oil for japchae. And now haluin natin siya ng mabuti. I'm just gonna use my hand. And then now, tikman natin ang ating mga noodles first before we add in our ingredients, whether okay na yung lasa niya. So if you want to adjust more saltiness, you can now add more of the salt or more of the sugar if you want it sweeter. And now my noodles are fully seasoned. I'm gonna add in my vegetables and my meat mixture kanina, yung mga mushrooms natin. So now my japchae has been already fully tossed, but for some people who prefer the medyo darker color ng konti, parang restaurant style, you can also buy this kind of food coloring. This is called caramel food coloring. It does not taste anything, just parang black lang ang color niya. But we're not gonna add a lot. Siguro mga 1/3 lang ng ating tablespoon, just for added color. So as you can see, it's a very rich black. And haluin natin siya ng mabuti, just to give parang golden brown na color. So here is my japchae, a simple version as you've seen. Napakadali lang gawin, but it tastes as amazing as it is. So hope you enjoy cooking with me. Until next time, bye! You know, ginawa natin simple version, but it tastes as good as a traditional version. You can feel the fullness of all the ingredients. Kayang-kaya kahit sinong gawin. Try making it at your homes.